morning everyone. Many of you have been asking me about the bad foods that we need to avoid for hypothyroidism. Sorry, I was quite busy for some time and here I am finally. In today's video, we are going to see the food items that we need to avoid if you have thyroid issues. My intention of this video is to help each and everyone out there who are suffering with hypothyroid issues and once and for all heal and repair your thyroid gland naturally and using lifestyle just as the way I did it in my life. Before we start our discussion, I want to thank you all for your constant support. It gives me motivation to reach out to people suffering with hypothyroidism and help in the ways I can. I want to share with you my experience with thyroid, how I healed my hypothyroidism naturally without any medication, using a thyroid-friendly diet and changing my lifestyle basically. Before we start, please subscribe to my channel. That way I know that you like the content I create. You have to hit the notification bell icon as well, which is very important. That's how you will know that I've posted a new video. Let's get started now. We all know that thyroid is a butterfly-shaped gland situated below our neck here, and it has two most important functions in our body. One is controlling metabolic activity and the next one is hormonal balance. Underactive thyroid is the #1 reason for weight gain and the inability to lose weight across women and men. The #1 worst food for your thyroid is polyunsaturated oils. If we are consuming wrong dietary oils, we are slowly poisoning ourselves. If we are consuming the right oil, we are nourishing and energizing ourselves. We have better hormones and better immunity as well. Polyunsaturated oils like sunflower oil, soybean oil, corn oil and vegetable oil, the supermarket shelves are actually flooded with these oils. This soybean oil is everywhere in every processed food, in restaurant foods. This oil is used to promote weight gain in animals. If we consume this soybean oil, the same thing happens to us too. These polyunsaturated oils block the production of thyroxine in your thyroid gland. They reduce the communication between the hormones and your cells. The communication is the most important thing for hormone balance and weight loss as well, and for many other actions in our body. Less thyroxine means, you know that, less communication between the hormones and our cells. What that means is your cells are storing more and more fat instead of spending it. These polyunsaturated oils are refined more and more to have a longer shelf life. Otherwise, the companies wouldn't make a profit. These oils make the liver toxic. Liver health is very important for the overall thyroid function. You may think, how is my liver connected to my thyroid? First, we need to understand the whole picture of thyroid in order to understand why your liver is very important and how these polyunsaturated oils make your liver toxic. Many people think that the whole of the thyroid function happens in your neck, in your thyroid gland here, but that's not entirely true. It's only part of your whole thyroid function. Let's understand the whole picture of thyroid first. TSH is produced by pituitary gland that is situated in your brain here. The TSH tells the thyroid gland, which is in your neck, how much thyroxine to produce. It gives instructions for what is needed for your body. Thyroid gland then produces the T4 hormone. Liver converts this T4 hormone into T3. It is this T3 hormone which your body needs to function right, to have a good metabolism and to have a good hormonal health. See, it's a whole function that takes care of thyroid function, not just one gland. For the thyroid to work fine, we need to have all these in good shape. These polyunsaturated oils, they oxidize in your liver more quickly. They don't allow the production of enzymes, which is required to convert fat into energy. So what's the result of underactive thyroid? Weight gain. Because your liver doesn't have the right kind of enzymes to convert the fat into energy. Remember, T4 is converted into T3 hormone in your liver. So the solution is to have good saturated oils like coconut oil, sesame oil, olive oil or ghee for cooking to improve the function of your liver. I've already made a video on how you can use natural methods to detox your liver and the liver detox foods as well. I'll update the link here in the description box below this video. The second worst food for your thyroid is cruciferous vegetables. Many people think that what can possibly go wrong with vegetables? They're nutritious and they're perfectly harmless. Believe me, anything can go wrong when you have thyroid issues. One of them is the cruciferous vegetables. They are broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, Brussels sprouts and kale. These are amazing vegetables, very nutritious, and there's no doubt about that. But these cruciferous vegetables have something called as goitrogen in them. This goitrogen blocks the production of thyroxine. We already know that less thyroxine means metabolism goes down and weight gain. Not only that, underactive thyroid gives fatigue, constipation, hair fall, flaky skin and mood swings, low on energy and many more things. Avoid these cruciferous vegetables. If you have to eat them, then at least don't eat it raw. Either cook or steam them and keep the portion size really small. The third worst food for your thyroid is tea and coffee. I know you're going to hate me for this, but these drinks are bad for you if you have thyroid issues. And in your heart, you know that already. To understand why tea and coffee are bad for your thyroid, you need to understand about the adrenal glands. These are almond-shaped glands situated near your kidneys. Their main function is to produce cortisol when we are stressed. This cortisol is actually a very good hormone. We need it to survive. There are lots of hormones in our body readjusting themselves when cortisol is produced. There are hormones that go up and there are hormones that go down. Our body does this to protect us, to go through the stressful period. Thyroid, liver, heart, and everything is related to cortisol. They all respond to each other. They are dependent on each other. Cortisol is good. Without cortisol, we can't live. Now, when we take tea and coffee, these are stimulants, you see. They stimulate the adrenals and make them produce more cortisol. And this cortisol stays elevated in your blood all the time. This high level of cortisol in your body reduces the production of thyroxine. When your thyroxine reduces, your body slows down and your metabolism goes way down, and the result is weight gain and fatigue and tiredness. When I am in need of a hot drink, I go for herbal teas. I drink chamomile tea, which reduces your stress, and I drink turmeric tea, jeera tea, and also I make fresh mint leaves tea as well. You must try it. It's very refreshing. Trust me, it's not very difficult to stop tea or coffee. You may have light headaches for a few days because your body is used to that caffeine. But once you start with these herbal teas, after a few days, you won't miss your regular coffee. You will get used to the taste, trust me. Make a small change every day to regain your health back. I've already posted a video on how you can detox your liver with food. I'll update the link here in the description box below this video. The fourth item you need to avoid if you have thyroid issues is soya beans and all its products like soy milk and tofu. Soy is also a goitrogen, just like cruciferous vegetables. It reduces the absorption of iodine in your body. The lectins in soybeans cause irritation to the gut lining. You may ask me the big question, how does my gut affect my thyroid? Well, your gut health has got everything to do with your thyroid and everything in your body basically. First, you need to understand how your gut works in order to understand how your gut affects your thyroid. You eat food, it goes to your stomach and it travels all the way through your intestine to your gut. That's where you have your good bacteria and bad bacteria, and your food is digested and assimilated there. Now, separating your gut and your blood is a thin lining called gut lining. This is like a fishing net with really teeny tiny holes in it. So imagine it like this. You have your gut and your gut lining is in the middle, and in the other side is your blood. Now the food from the gut has to be absorbed by the gut lining and it will be passed on to the blood. And it is your blood that carries these nutrients to trillions of cells in your body to function in the proper way. It's the gut lining that absorbs the vitamins, minerals and all the nutrients from your food and passes it on to your bloodstream. That is a perfectly working gut system. Now, when you eat soy products, the lectin in the soy begins to irritate this gut lining. The thin fishing net is very sensitive, you see. Over time, the irritants in your food makes these tiny holes get into larger and larger holes. And that's where all the problems begin. These holes are supposed to be very tiny. That's how they are designed to be. When you have too much of bad bacteria in your gut, these holes get larger and larger. Okay, now what happens when these holes in your gut lining gets larger? Protein molecules that are not supposed to enter your bloodstream squeeze through these holes and enter the blood. Remember, these protein molecules are not supposed to be in your blood. They are foreign invaders. They are supposed to go to your bowel system and exit from your body. Since you have the leaky gut now, they have entered your bloodstream. So your immune system starts flaring up and it starts attacking these foreign invaders. That's great because your immune system is doing the right thing at the right time to protect you. Now, the problem is these protein molecules have something called as molecular mimicry. They represent the molecules in your thyroid gland, your skin, and so many other organs in your body. So all of a sudden, your immune system starts attacking your own glands. That's why your gland is not able to produce enough thyroxine. No amount of medication is going to make your problem better unless you resolve the root cause. You got to heal your gut lining, you got to heal your gut. You have to stop eating the gut irritants like soya and make sure you have the right kind of bacteria in your gut so that the holes will get smaller and the protein molecules will be kept the other side of your body and exited out of your system. When your immune system starts your own gland, that's called Hashimoto's thyroid. Avoid eating all the soy products to start healing your gut and to fix your leaky gut syndrome. I've already posted a video on how you can improve your gut health and how to prepare simple probiotic foods at home to increase your gut health. I'll update the link here in the description box below this video. And the fifth food item you need to avoid is sugar. Sugar raises inflammation in your body. It creates all sorts of harmful pathogens in your gut. You already know how important your gut health is. Sugar worsens the autoimmune disorders like Hashimoto's thyroid. Sugar again irritates your gut lining. What I have done is substituted sugar with honey and jaggery, which are great sources of sweetness. And the sixth item you need to avoid is alcohol. Do you know if we didn't have the liver, alcohol will kill us immediately. It's the liver which processes the alcohol and protects us from the toxins. In an average, it takes 2 hours for the liver to process a single drink. Assuming everything about the body is normal, the more alcohol a person consumes, the more preoccupied your liver will be. You already know that it's the liver which converts the T4 hormone to T3 hormone. If a person is already suffering from a thyroid imbalance, then routine drinking can cause your T3 levels to plummet even further. Less T3 means your metabolism goes down, fatigue and weight gain, and hair fall, all the symptoms will start appearing. So avoid alcohol completely if possible. If not, at least keep it to a bare minimum, because your health is much more important than the drink you have after work on Friday evenings or Saturday night outs. You don't have to miss out on your social life if you don't drink alcohol. You don't have to be secluded. I go out with my friends, but I stick to a glass of orange juice or non-alcoholic fruit mocktails. They're amazing these days. These days you have lots of varieties of fresh mocktails. We ourselves can cure mostly anything with proper diet, herbs, teas, oils, exercise, yoga, and a positive mind. There are thousands of women and men who have done it. I've done 2 years of research when I was diagnosed with hypothyroidism and followed a very, very holistic approach to cure my thyroid and put my life back on track. Here is to all the people who are willing to make a small change every day to regain their health back. These are the food items I avoided to heal my thyroid. I hope this video is very useful to you towards your journey for success. I wish you all the best, and I'll see you in my next video with more health tips. Until then, goodbye everyone and take care.